So this is Microsoft Word. This is a blank document on Microsoft Word. And this is where we are going to transition our draft from a writer's notebook to. If you notice, the cursor that's blinking right here is going to be where you start your draft. All of the navigation menu on the top here is going to give you different features for how to create a Word document. The first thing that you always begin with in a draft is your name. And up here, as you click these buttons, you're going to see the orientation for your text looks different. This is the left-hand alignment, this is the center alignment for text, and this is the right-hand alignment for text. For every paper that you write, or essay that you write, this is where you write your name. You always write your name, the date, and what class you are in. Notice how there is an enter or a line space in between each line of text that I have here. For every paper that you write, you are also going to have a title. Your title is always bolded by clicking the B and underlined. Now your title is usually a little bit larger than the actual text that you use in the body of your writing. When you click enter, you go to the next line. When you start your text, the body of your paragraph and the introduction of the paragraph, you always want to do the indentation. But if you notice here, the buttons for bold and underline are still clicked for when you have it in your title. You do not want that when creating a doc. So right now you can see that we are left alignment with our text. And we are going to begin typing. If you notice, when you begin typing here, and you go to the next line, there's no indication of where a paragraph begins. We are going to use something called the tab key. The tab key is on the top left-hand part of your keyboard. And when you click tab, it indents the line of text so that you can have a new paragraph. For every new paragraph, you need to have a new indentation. For every new paragraph, you also need to have a new line. So if you notice here, every time you begin a new paragraph, once you do your first indentation, your second indentation will automatically happen. Every time you start a new paragraph, you need to have a tab, and every time you change ideas, you need to have a new paragraph. Every time a new person begins speaking a dialogue, you need to have a new line. Now notice here, guys, my text isn't out of control, okay? We want to keep our text between 12 and 14 size. You can change the size of your text here with those numbers on the top navigation menu. Notice how you can read my text in the body of my paragraph. Now, I know they're not words, but I'm just saying they're easily read. You don't want to do things like this text that's actually really, really hard to read. It doesn't feel good on the eyes. You guys can choose what type of text font that you want, but it needs to be one that's easily readable. When you are done with your paper, you are going to save it. You are going to save it, and you are going to name this particular project that we're working on Personal Narrative. When you save this, you are going to save this in your ELA folder so that as we edit and revise, you can continually go back to that same doc and edit and revise the same doc so you're not doing multiple documents over and over again and working harder instead of smarter. This way, when it comes time to put your final copy online and submit it, you know exactly where it is and exactly what you should be looking for. There's your Word document lesson. Let's get started.